Right now, I am in the Ardennes forest, and I'm walking this path right here that used to be an old rail line that ran in the vicinity of Bastogne. And on January 13th of 1945, the Germans had suffered a defeat at the village of Foix. And as they were retreating down this rail line, they were being pursued by paratroopers from the 502nd Parachute Infantry Regiment. Now, in the 502nd was a battalion commander by the name of John Stopka. Stopka had been a part of the attack down Purple Heart Lane in the Battle of Carentan. He was at the Marmion farm and had fought, in Market Garden and all these different legendary actions with the 101st Airborne. And he would meet his end right here in this spot. I've moved down into a clearing right here close to the railroad track. One thing you have to keep in mind when you're visiting these battlefields is that a lot changes, and a lot has changed here since 1945. This would have all been woods right here along this railroad track. And there was something exceptionally awful that happened right here involving John Stopka. And with us today we have Reg Jans, who is a legendary guide in this region, knows an insane amount about the Battle of the Bulge. I've been just so impressed hanging out with him. But anyway, he's the one who has brought us to this spot right here.
Now, on January 13, 1945, the town on Foix, located on the N30 highway leading to Houffalize, was taken by a combination of 2nd and 3rd Battalion of the 506th Parachute Infantry Regiment. So after that, no more big fighting took place in this specific sector. Now we're east of the town of Foix, deep into the rear end of the Bois de Corbeau. Now, the day after the town of Foix was liberated, the 3rd Battalion of the 502nd Parachute Infantry Regiment moved from its defensive lines west of Bastogne, moved to the town of Foix, up to the Hull station, and made a left following the railroad tracks, attacking some Germans that now were withdrawing further to the north and launching attacks on these Germans. Now, while being here, the battalion commander at this location, John Stopka, got killed by friendly fire. 500-pound bomb was dropped on the American lines, who got mistaken for the Germans, and about dozens of Americans got killed and wounded in that bombing, unfortunately also killing the battalion commander, John Stopka.
Now, as we're standing here, we need to remember that things have changed a lot since 1945. So Reg was telling us on the way here that at one time there was a bomb crater right here in this location. So you see where those downed logs are and tree roots. There was a crater where the bomb had been dropped and where Stopka and the other men around here were killed. There was a medic who was right next to Stopka at the point where he died. He saw the plane coming in and tried to get Stopka to move. Stopka remained standing. Bomb went off and a fragment hit him in the head and did some grievous damage, and of course killed him right here on the spot. But you can see there's a clear cut here now. This is active tree farm, and it looks to be in recent years that the bomb crater here has been filled in. But we have some artifacts with us that were recovered about 20 or 30 years ago from some Belgian diggers right here at this site.
So what I'm holding is a box of relics that was recovered from the bomb crate. These are dog tags and other relics, and this is a site where Lieutenant Colonel Stopka of the 502nd Parachute Infantry Regiment, 101st Airborne, was killed by friendly fire from a US P-47, along with First Lieutenant Edward Mitchell of the 377th Parachute Field Artillery Battalion and Corporal Henry Reemsma of the 377th Parachute Field Artillery Battalion. Now, the dog tags belong to Corporal Reemsma, And the parachute wings, according to the people who dug these items, was supposedly from Lieutenant Colonel Stopka. Now, there's no way to prove that. They're not engraved or anything, but it was said by the people that helped to recover the body of Stopka that he had an A2 jacket on, and the parachute wings were on that A2 jacket. Now, when we do some close-ups of this, you'll be able to see some of the battle damage on some of the items. There's also an overcoat button in there that has some of the shrapnel damage, and you can clearly see shrapnel damage on the dog tags. There's also a bunch of coins. There's a combination of American coins and also some British coins. But it's pretty interesting for me to bring these back to the site. We have these on display at the museum and in our Battle of the Bulge exhibit. But to come out here with it today is pretty moving. And, you know, with this photo of Stopka.
So John Stopka, the man who had done so much during the war and had been a part of the charge down Purple Heart Lane in Carentan, found his end right here in this very spot on January 14th of 1945. Pretty amazing to be here and to be able to have some of the relics from that terrible incident right here with us today.